Hey, I absolutely love my Creality K1. It's my first printer, and that's my baby. What I don't love is Creality slicing software, Creality Print. It just never really worked right for me, and so I had to make a switch over to using Orca Slicer, and that was going beautifully until I tried to print using Silk PLA. There wasn't a setting for that, and since I'm still new to printing, I was having a really hard time getting my prints to come out. After scouring the internet but not really finding anything too helpful because the printer is still so new, I was eventually able to solve the problem myself, but it took a lot of time. Then I went to Micro Center where Adam, big shout out Adam, thank you brother, he was able to show me like the easiest way to have my prints come out looking silky. Today, I'm going to show you both of them. And if the information I give is helpful, please do all the positive feedback things. All right? Now let's get technical. To start off, I created a profile for my printer in Orca Slicer. Up here, you can select the printer settings, and it has a wide variety of printers to choose from. Not everything. I noticed that I did not see a Creality Ender 3 V3 SE on here, but luckily it does have my Creality K1 and a few nozzle choices that you can select up front, but you can change those later. First, I'm going to show you the hard way, which is the way that I did it originally and I figured out on my own. What I did was I came to Creality Print, had my K1 selected, changed the material type to Silk PLA, went down to the edit button. I toggled on the advanced settings to really show me all the settings that are available. And then I went through each of these options here, quality, shell, speed, material, and I took note of what all the settings were. Now, some of them aren't as important, like infill, because that's something that can very easily be changed, but the quality, the supports, the materials, extruder, I took note of everything just in case. After that, once I knew what all these settings were, I went back to Orca Slicer, and in the filament section here, it lets you edit a lot of information. Starts off by letting you select the filament if you hit the settings, and down here, if you click on that, it lets you edit the settings for the particular filament. So I can change everything from the bed temperature, the max volumetric speed. I can look at overhangs, cooling, and between these settings here and these settings for the individual print, lining those up with what I found in Creality Print allowed me to be able to print this right here with Silk PLA and get a very good turnout. The second way I'm going to show you is the easy way. Oh my gosh, it's so much easier than that first way. And shout out to Adam at Micro Center for showing me this. What you need to do is in the filament section, hit the edit button, come down to your printer temperature, and you're going to change this from 220 to 230 for the first layer and for the other layers. Then you are going to set the max volumetric speed to 8 because Silk PLA likes to go a little slower. And that's it. You are now all set up to print Silk PLA with the Creality K1 using Orca Slicer. And another tip he gave me, If you want to get a good outer layer and top layer, change your speed for those layers. The outer wall, change that to 120. Top surface, also 120. You can leave everything else as is, and you will get phenomenal prints with Silk PLA on your Creality K1 in Orca Slicer. Well, that's it. Now you know 2 ways to get your Silk PLA prints to come out looking amazing from your K1 using Orca Slicer. Again, everyone loves positive feedback, even me. Bye!